Okay. So I thank my colleague Dr. Mohammad Anish Pathan to inviting me and precisely and concisely uh, explaining the principles of low vision aid. So now I'll be discussing types of low vision aids we have with us so that we can go in further details of how to use them and where to use them. So we have a wide variety of low vision devices that can help people with low vision see better. So we have classified them in optical aids and non-optical aids. Some of them help see things for near and some for seeing distant objects. These are not all purpose aids, but for specific purposes only. They maximize the remaining vision to enjoy the daily activities and hobbies. So we will be considering all these facts in the later slides before discussing any type of low vision aids. So all these low vision aids work on the principle of magnifying the image to such levels that the patient can appreciate the image. So this can be done in two ways: by simply increasing the object size called object magnification, or the image magnification, which is done via approach magnification or the angular magnification. So larger the visual angle, larger is the retinal spread. So in approach magnification, the subject or the patient brings the object closer to the eyes, so that the image relative magnification occur based on the distance. It is used mostly by the children as they have larger amplitude of accommodation. So distance optical devices mainly consist of telescopes. These work on the principle of angular magnification. Based on their designs, they are of two types. Out of them, Galilean type is preferred the most as it is shorter and portable, despite having lower magnification and smaller field of view. But whenever we need more magnification and larger field of view, we prefer the Keplerian one. So distance telescopes can be handheld or spectacle mounted. Handheld ones are the usually monoocular ones, and spectacle mounted ones can be monoocular or the binocular. Spectacle mounted can be in the range of 2 to 8x. The advantages of telescope is that they are the only optical system for distance vision, but they provide dramatic visual improvement. But their heavy design and expensive, as they are expensive, and they have poor field of view and poor depth of perception, they have their own limitations. So in this scatter diagram conducted by the study by our chief instructor Dr. Sanjeev Desai, we can see that the distance vision can be improved for 160 to 624. So these are the spectacle magnifiers which work on the principle of relative distance magnification. User bring the subject closer to the eyes at correct focal length to see the things better. They allow widest field of view as compared to other aids. Because of their familiarity, they are the most accepted ones, and as both the ends are free, manual dexterity allows us to do more things. And they are useful in cases of tremors. But because of the limited working distance, there is obstruction in the reading speeds as well as in the illumination. And because of the uncomfortable posture, this leads to fatigue if they are used for longer periods. And they are not good for patients with eccentric fixation also. We also have handheld magnifiers. These are useful especially for patients for short-term spot reading, and they are quite inexpensive and easily available, and they have comparatively greater working distance and magnification as compared to the spectacle magnifiers. But they have limited field of view and the hands are occupied with this device. For the patients with the problems of tremors and arthritis, we have stand magnifiers, but they cannot be used on uneven surfaces. So here is a picture of a gentleman with only eye, and the seeing eye has advanced glaucoma. Is tolerating well the high plus lenses to see the near objects. In the right side image, you can see a patient with myopic macular degeneration faring well with the binocular high plus lenses. This gentleman actually completed his graduation and acquired a gainful job with the uses of these magnifiers. And on the left side, we can see a monoocular high plus lens. So the telemicroscopes or the spectacle mounted telescopes are also a good tool because they have comparatively normal working distance and they are lightweight and they are cosmetically more acceptable, and both the ends are free, and they also allow the patient to do the writing job which is not possible with the spectacle magnifiers. We also have bar magnifier which gives us more field of view, and dome magnifier which has the advantage of self illumination. So CCTV, this is another a very good tool where high magnification is required, because all the previous devices, they provide a magnification of up to 20x, but with CCTVs we can get the magnification of 40x. Here this device actually enlarges the image and projects it onto the screen, so we can adjust the size, brightness and even contrast of the text. And another good feature with this device is reverse polarity. That means it can project the white letters on the black background. So it can work well for few patients who are not tolerating the other modalities. We also have large print softwares like Zoom Text and Fusion with JAWS, which helps us seeing the text images better. And there are other options in Microsoft Word and Excel which enlarges the image, and it helps the patients with low vision tremendously. So this is another scatter diagram of another study by our chief instructor, which shows how the near visual acuity can be improved with the low vision aids. Here we can see from N48 the vision improved to N6. So if you are planning to start a new low vision aid clinic, these are the most important and quite cheap financially devices, which actually helps most of the patients attending the low vision clinic. So whenever you are starting, you have to own at least these 3 devices to prescribe to the patients. Now today this is a world of smartphones. So actually smartphones are now coming up with many apps which magnifies the image and help the patients with low vision performing these tasks on the phones in a much efficient way. So now coming to non-optical aids, these all utilize the principle of object magnification, where the large print text is used, like Reader's Digest is available with large font size, the watches with large dials and remote controls with large prints on it. We can also utilize other non-optical devices like by contrast enhancement. With the help of typoscope, we can improve the visual acuity or visual performance, or by substituting the sensory stimulation by talking watches, or tactile substitute by braille, or the writing guides or the signature guides. Since mobility is a very big problem with the patients with low vision aids, so we have ultrasonic canes which offer a range of 4 meters in front of the patient, and this system actually causes the cane to vibrate whenever there is an obstacle in front of the patient. So they offer some mobility to the patient. So here I will be taking a break. In this lecture, we have discussed various types of low vision aids and their advantages and disadvantages. So I would like to invite my colleague Dr. Sanjeev Desai. So how we can use these low vision aids for patients with all the problems. Thank you.